Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
Like Japan, Australia.
This Sunday, remember, it's my place. A little nervous here. On and off, of course, with all those people.
Stay on point. Keep your eyes moving around the crowd, you'll be great.
So what happened to the lady that I was telling you?
Yeah, she kept asking herself for an autograph. Hey, what's up for next time?
I might take one of the chips from there. I don't know. I was thinking.
Okay, so you think those get soggy?
I got an air fryer. Crisp them right up.
No, that's a good idea. I might have to do it myself.
There, right? Right. I peak season, huh? Yeah.
No chance.
But then we give up the 3-ball. We
Trying
can't
to
give up
steal
threes.
ball. I need some help. I need some help down here.
We're back.
I love seeing unique lineups. One time, my squad and I ran into 5 centers in the wreck.
How'd that go?
I don't want to talk about it.
I think we should run the tape again. But we want to see your most interesting lineup. Send them over social media using the hashtag 2KTVLineup. And this week wraps up. It's April Fools, and we always like to have fun here on 2KTV. So we decided, why not take Team 2KTV and go to the wreck with an all-guard lineup. All 5 players are going to be 5'9", and we're going to go into the wreck. We're going to find some community members, and we're going to play a little game and see if we can get the W on this April Fool's Day. We have Danny, Derek. When you've got an AI teammate in the wreck or proving grounds, we've got some tips for success and pitfalls to avoid.
First, try the give and go. When you pass the AI the ball, you can press pass to immediately get the ball right back, making for a quick move to score or a shot.
If your opponents start a double team, that AI is going to be wide open. Pass to them at least once a quarter to keep them honest and take the wide open shots.
If the AI's matchup is trying to take shots over their AI defender, switch your matchup to them with the right bumper to give them a different look and break up that strategy. Keep them guessing out there.
And offensively, AI defenders can be hard to shake. Set screens for others or utilize the pick and roll to open up options on the floor.
AI can be an asset on the floor, so make sure to make them part of the team.
It's April Fools, and we always like to have fun here on 2KTV, so we just...
Charlotte Hornets rookie Con Knippel is having a fantastic NBA rookie season.
He's certainly in the running for Rookie of the Year for good reason,
He's
too.
green beaned more threes than any other rookie in NBA history, and we got to know him a little bit better over Summer League. Here's what he had to say about his 2K rating and what it feels like to be in 2K. Okay. No chance.
But then we give up the 3 ball. We
Trying
can't
to
give up
steal the
threes.
ball. I need some help. I need some help down here.
We're back with an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And this week is packed. We have player interviews, tips, and a special fun segment that you won't want to miss.
But first, to get us started, we're going to pass it over to Scott Moak for your State Farm top assists.
Oh, look.
Hello, 2K TV friends. This week on Top Plays, we'll be looking at some professional passers. That's right, it's your State Farm top assists. Let's share those highlights.
Good game, MP. I want to know about this. No, last time I snuck into jail, she saw a little green bit, and now every day she asks.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Tonight, you are facing off with Ace Bailey. Any thoughts on that?
Wait. The guy from Rutgers, right? Honestly, no. I only watched college basketball in March, and they didn't even make the tournament. I've heard he's good, though. I mean, or at least supposedly. Obviously, he got drafted above me, but I guess we'll find out if the hype is real.
I guess we'll find out. Thank you, MP.
Yeah.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Jaren Jackson. George is out there with Bailey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for Boston, Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's MP in at the center. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP talked a big game, but boy, has he backed it up. He's absolutely hit the ground running and has been showing up his fellow rookies to this point.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside, White knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
George against Pritchard. Over to the left wing. Kessler, no good. And here's Boston. It's a 3-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
And here's George, following Jaylen Brown's 3. Bailey passes to Jepsen. Clock at 6. George, that's a 2-pointer. Outside for Jepsen. Shot to stop the run. Now Bailey. Last game we saw him score 14. Kessler, a screen on Brown. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And here's Tatum for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Sharp. To the left side wing. Pritchard passes to Tatum. He's looking for MP and finds him.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
George double team. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. Kessler against MP. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and it goes down 2 points. And it's 6 points for MP.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Markkanen. Still yet to score. On the wing, Jepsen. 3-pointers off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And now Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now, here is George. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. That 3 off the mark. Down low. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
White with the double team. Jazz trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's George on the wing. Off target from outside.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the basket by Bailey.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
And White kicks to MP. Here's Brown. MP trying to free himself up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Boston.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So it's the Celtics now, after the basket by Utah. MP passes to White. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 6.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Brown on the wing. Stamey at 10 points. MP with the bounce pass. And here is Tatum. He's guarded by Markkanen. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Back to MP. Launches a 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Markkanen. They get it back. Bailey. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bailey's got 7 points.
With good instincts and length, Bailey is a plus offensive rebounder.
MP kicks to White. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. White dishes to Tatum. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that score?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
Brown finds MP. Pass to Pritchard. There's the 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
You can see Keontae George, a guy who can score it, but that ability to pass and complement that scoring so critical.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a whole new group out on the called by Boston. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
MP passes to Tatum. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got 15.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Outside, George. Jazz passing it around. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Boy, a very quiet start, but it looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
MP with the bounce pass. Pass to Pritchard. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Brown finds MP. Puts up a three. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. The Jazz shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least.
Well, Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Outside Tatum. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Pass to Bailey. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Brown. Here's MP. It's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. It's stolen by Bailey. George against Pritchard.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's George. Back to Kessler. Stolen by Tatum. Pass to MP. Over in the corner, White. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. White's got 9.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Outside for Jackson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Tatum finds MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Collier, he's checked in for Keontae George.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
To the middle. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done. Right at the cup.
Inside. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The Jazz shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
And MP throws it down.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
They grab their own miss. Outside for Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 8 points.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Back to Pritchard. And here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, MP with the big response. The tough young competitor that he is.
Jacks up a 3. With the putback. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. A performance from Jepsen Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. For the Eastern Conference, MP.
Not shocking to see him take home the prize. His determination on the floor, it's been second to none, Shaq.
Yeah, and the effect he has on the team makes everyone around him better. You love to see it. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their offense, just like your analysis. And that defense has been powerless to disrupt it.
Well, thank you, Ernest.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jepsen Tatum has really been making it happen.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got George. Markkanen is out there with Jackson. Then there's Bailey. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
It's White on the wing. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Left side Jackson. The 3. On the wing, Markkanen. Kessler passes to George. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Brown finds MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
It's stolen by Pritchard. Kicks it out to MP from the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster. After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
Well, a late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards. But there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's MP following the bucket by the Jazz. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, a big night for the big man, Walker Kessler, playing with tremendous confidence.
Pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's MP. He's covered by Kessler. MP, no good. Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Jepsen, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
And here's MP for 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Jepsen, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
To check out some stats for Derek White. A very nice season for him last year. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Bailey. And George kicks to Jepsen. 3-pointer, Markkanen. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Back to MP. It's hauled in by George. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside Jepsen. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Pritchard. Stolen by Kessler. It's George on the wing. To the paint. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
MP kicks to Brown. MP with the bounce pass. On the wing, MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Jazz shooting not great, 40% for the game. It's stolen by Pritchard. To the inside, stolen by Jepsen. One-on-one fast break. Bailey misses. Boston shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Good on the bucket. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done. Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Doris a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math. He believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Collier, he's checked in for Bailey.
Substitution on the court.
George finds Jepsen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jepsen's got 7 points for the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Kessler throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Vucevic checked in for Boston. Changes here for the Celtics. MP's checked in for Vucevic, and Delano Banton's subbed in for Gonzalez. And Utah also making a switch. Bailey's checked in. They've got Sam Hauser. And it's Walsh in at the 2. That's the Boston 5.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Kessler throws it down.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now, here's MP. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. And Utah has possession. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Down low. Pass to Garza. And good that time. Garza's got 26.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Markkanen looking it over. To the paint, here's Bailey. And Utah again with the bucket.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Out to the right wing. Back to MP. Here's Banton, defended by George. The Celtics working the ball around now. Garza no good. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Kessler throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's MP. To the left wing. Hauser the pass to MP. Here's Garza. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hauser. Kept alive. Kicks it out to MP. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's. Utah with the ball. Here's Markkanen. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Right wing. Pass to Banton. Here's Walsh. Inside. MP passes to Walsh. MP left side. Shoots it up. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And here is Markkanen. George with no one around. Kessler in the post. Covered by MP. They get it back. It's good. Kessler's got 6 here in this quarter.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
There's the pass to MP. Here's Banton. TB1 complained about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
To the middle, and Kessler throws it down.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Outside Williams. To the wing on the left. Pass to Hauser. MP right side. Here's Gonzalez. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside Gonzalez. Pass to MP. To the paint. Now here's Williams. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. In the corner, George with it. And the Jazz, another 3.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it.
If you watch any level of ball, from Pee Wee to the Olympics to the NBA Finals, you'll see the same things. The best players doing everything. That's the way this game is supposed to be played. Every player is capable of doing everything, and that's me and my squad.
Congrats to you, MP.
Always. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And so long, everyone.
All right, finally got a chance to go against Ace Bailey. What you think?
Bro, it's tough. He's tough. Not a lot of dudes his size who can shoot like that and move around the floor. That's a killer combination, Zan. He's gonna be good for a long time in the NBA.
it's time for Rumble on the K. The event is active now in the event